Yesterday, Nintendo announced that they have an announcement to make. They promised it would be a new interactive experience for kids and kids at heart. And so, the internet came together and started to speculate what Nintendo has in store for us. Could it be Animal Crossing, a Mario Maker, news about Pokemon, a new IP, or some sort of Nintendo VR? My bet actually was that they would present some news about their upcoming theme park. But, well, no. We all were wrong. It's cardboard. Basically, Nintendo Labo is about cardboard toys that have to be built and then act as self-made cardboard controller gadgets for minigames. There's going to be a fully functional cardboard piano, a fishing rod, and a freaking robot cardboard mech suit kind of thing. Basically, Nintendo is going back to its roots. Like, really far back to its roots. When I first saw this, I was excited. I love to build stuff. I spent half of my childhood playing Lego and video games, and this gadget kinda combines both things in a really interesting way. Got me excited, but I wasn't blown away by it. But since then, I had a little bit of time to think about the concept, and to be honest, I believe Nintendo is trying to do more with this concept than it might appear at first glance. I think they try to completely revolutionize how separate gadgets for video games are sold, and what gadgets can be for video games in the first place. In this video, I want to talk about my theory, what Nintendo is planning, and I want to point out some things shown in the trailer that got a little bit lost in the early reception of the Nintendo Labo. So you ready? Let's do this! So in case you missed yesterday's trailer, Nintendo announced two products, the Variety Kit, which features 5 different things to build, a small moving robot, a house, a fishing rod, a motorbike and the piano. These gadgets have to be built before they can be used, and then there are a couple of minigames that can be played using them. They all make heavy use of the Joy-Cons tech. The piano, for example, works by using the IR camera of the Joy-Con, which is able to see which keys were pressed, and then the Switch outputs the correlating sound. That one is sold for about $70. The other product is the Robot Kit, which features a really weird motion tracking AR suit, cardboard glasses for the Switch and the robot game, where as far as I can tell, the robot is controlled by real movement. This kit is sold for about $80. So far so good. So the idea is that they sell toys, which we have to build ourselves, and then we are able to play games using these toys. As far as we currently know, the games seem to be super small minigames, except for the Robot Suit game. The Robot Suit game is probably what happened to Project Giant Robot, a game that was only shown once at the E3 2014 by Miyamoto, and since then disappeared. Since at least the games featured in the variety set do not look like they have all too much depth to them, I think the main concept idea is to build these things together. The question is, how much fun is it to build these Toy-Cons, as Nintendo calls them? And as far as I know Nintendo, they probably completely nailed this. And it is probably a ton of fun to put the different pieces together. The piano allegedly takes 2 hours to build, so if it takes, let's say, 5 hours to build the 5 Toy-Cons featured in the variety set, and each of the games is fun for 2 hours to play, then the set actually already has pretty decent value for its price. For the Robot Kit, it really depends on how developed the game is, and there is no way to know right now. But if they charge $80 for it, then the game needs to be a full-fledged title, with the Toy-Con sold on top of it, in order to make it worth its money. Which kinda brings me to my point. So far, these Toy-Cons look like the main product to me, and the games are more or less a bonus to give them a reason to exist in the first place, which is totally fine for me, but I believe that's not what Nintendo is going for here. I think they still plan to keep the focus on the games in the long run, but to sell Toy-Cons together with the games. Like the next Mario Kart may come in 2 versions, a $60 standard version and a $80 Toy-Con version that features the game and a Toy-Con racing wheel, which can be used to play the game and takes about 3 hours to build together. I don't think it's Nintendo's plan to build toys that are supported by games, but games that are supported by toys in the long run. And this is really interesting, because if we assume that this is their plan, then they basically plan to revolutionize the way gadgets work for games. If we take the Mario Kart example once again, there were these little plastic racing wheels which were sold together with Mario Kart Wii. Those were a little bit silly, but it was fun to play Mario Kart this way. These gadgets didn't even do much on their own. Now imagine, instead of these plastic racing wheels, the game was sold together with a responsive racing wheel contraption featuring haptic feedback and an accelerator. That would not only be the way cooler gadget by itself, but it would probably be a blast to build it together for 3 hours, while not being much more expensive to produce than the plastic wheel. Maybe even cheaper. It would be environmentally friendly, and it would even provide a fun learning experience on how basic mechanics work for kids. Plus, by building together the racing wheel, players are way more emotionally invested in this gadget than they are into their $9.99 plastic wheel. It's turning gadgets into a game itself. Just imagine Metroid being sold with a blaster that you can build and then wear on your arm while playing the game, or a Skyward Sword remake where you actually have a sword in your hand, or a Pokemon Snap where you're actually running through your living room with a camera that can be sharpened by turning its lens, or a Mario Party that comes with a big contraption that has tons of different ways to interact with and is used to play Mario Party games together with friends, on a board game-like contraption in front of you that is designed to feature tons and tons of different ways to interact with it, or a toy set where you're able to program small cardboard contraptions you built yourself. That sounds really interesting to me. So here's the thing, Nintendo actually showed way more products in yesterday's trailer than they announced to sell so far. Here's the racing wheel that could potentially be used for F-Zero or Mario Kart game. Here is a pew pew contraption that could be used in a shooter or in Metroid. Here is a contraption which I have no idea what it is for, but I could imagine that something like this could work to support a party game. Here's a screenshot of a really simple programming interface for self-built contraptions, and here is a really strange bird. I have no idea what the bird could do. There was also a camera shown, a huge joystick, and something that looks like a bass drum. I don't think all these gadgets are meant to be gadgets, which feature a small minigame along with them. I actually believe that a lot of these gadgets have AAA games going along with them, and if I'm right about this, this would mean that Nintendo Labo is basically Nintendo's way of handling accessories for their games on the Switch. They're turning the gaming gadgets into games itself. Maybe this concept is even open for third-party developers, and we're soon able to play Skyrim with a real bow, not even to mention what indie developers may are able to do with this concept. I'm honestly really hyped and can't wait to find out what Nintendo exactly has in store for us, but I think that they have far bigger plans with this concept than just building a couple of cardboard toys for minigames. Thanks for watching this little video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up, and maybe you feel especially hyped for cardboard today and want to hit the subscribe button as well. I hope that you have a wonderful day and to see you soon. Goodbye!